Hopefully we beat the New England Patriots.
Today,
great.
From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I get to dethrone Cam Newton.
As we'll see Cam Newton and the New England Patriots versus Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
What'd you send me a friend request for? You. You sent me a friend request on something. Just now. Okay.
23 carries, 128 yards.
I don't know, somebody sent me a friend request in your account then.
He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the league.
No.
At the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Murray.
And that's a freaking pick. What was I thinking? I should have just freaking ran it.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time now with James White. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
Oh, we could have intercepted that easily.
Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
For my first pick today.
To throw again, Newton.
And down he goes. Good job.
The man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White.
Come on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wow. Come on, guys.
Inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now White. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be stopped up just short of first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
Wow, this is bad.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Oh, he's injured. How did he get injured? What? What?
When we return to Foxborough. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's White. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line.
Another Arizona injured? Come on.
Good job defensively to recover.
Man.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Come on, guys.
As he gets it to the 8. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Rolling to his left. Cam fighting.
Fumbled. Yes.
And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Yes.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think
wait, they're going to say his knee was down.
Because of what
wait.
not elusive, not
wow, they're not going to say his knee is down.
Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Oh, wow.
It will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage.
Come on, man. Like, damn it.
It's like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Good hits.
44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. first down. Here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
Oh, that should have been picked.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play.
And down it
because of
goes.
the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Devin McCourty brings him down. Interesting note, you think about the Patriots drafting Tom Brady in the 6th round of the year 2000. Well, they took another quarterback in the 6th round 3 years later, 2003, and that was Cliff Kingsbury, who's now over on the other sideline, the current coach of the Cardinals. Kingsbury, though, he never appeared in a regular season game for the Patriots and actually took the field only one time in the NFL, and that was as a member of the New York Jets. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On 1st down, it's Drake down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, come on, man.
Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with White, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Of course.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 3-0.
Going to sleep.
On
Going to sleep.
Sports.
What?
Patriots nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
To Christian Kirk.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Next to score, Cardinals 6. Patriots nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 50, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton goes underneath here to White. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Murray now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation. Maybe just
come on, hold the...
Yeah, I think that might be the spot.
God,
you
man.
Some space for your punter because you don't
oh, shit. That was...
alter what he does. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
New England trying to get a place on offense. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Come on, defense.
Inside the 15 he goes.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he got the damn touchdown. Yes, they did.
James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there.
You're good.
You're exactly right.
You're good,
about
message.
that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. From the gun, it's Drake.
And there's a flag for roughing the passer.
A penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Thank you.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to it.
Oh, freaking what kind of freaking wins last week?
And there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 13. Murray going to throw deep for the end zone.
And that's almost a touchdown.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that will be incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Next the score, Cardinals 9, Patriots 7.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Peterson. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. They'll run with Drake.
Why was it that
backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense...
Okay.
It's really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, it's Drake. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Come on, go to the
and
freaking...
easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Good job.
Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Simmons there defensively.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
Good job.
Get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Peterson. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases.
Come on.
Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again.
Come on, man.
There, and it's 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Go to the freaking ball. Come on, man.
Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down.
Like, what the fuck, guys?
On down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Steps away. He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Newton on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Titans with the lead in the 2nd quarter of play. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam.
Good job.
Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Open man is Asiasi.
Come on, defense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got some space here.
Freaking defense is just like, boo, what am I doing?
James White with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it,
Kirk is injured.
they all want to be number 1.
Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Running, it's Drake. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and run with Drake, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England England trotting into place on offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running out of the gun with White. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Murray now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Drake. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man on man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a carry for White. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Given 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends
another
this one
flag.
away. So that one will be accepted. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Oh.
He's got the 1st down and more.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Taken down at the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And we're at it again. Oh, no.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Drake. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Come on.
Shut it down. For 2 yards or less, that's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Come on, guys, really?
40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it.
Come on, defense. What the hell are you guys doing?
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than
Get down.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Bye-bye.
To the races, down the right
Yeah,
side.
and there's a flag.
They're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Where? What? Are you kidding me? Wow.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
That's bull, man.
On the give, this is Drake. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Wow.
On first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
And that's touchdown.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Now pass here caught by Edelman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton on the move to his left. He's gonna
Come on, man. Let's not letting Newton run.
Going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, Newton. This is caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Patriots. First down, then goal to go.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White taking it in. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO.
Under the flag.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Oh, freaking course.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain
Oh
yardage,
my
but
goodness
stay in bounds
gracious.
and let that clock tick.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Going deep for Hopkins.
No. No.
Unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Well, the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it.
Come on,
Give him
defense.
7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Newton on first down. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
At his own 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Newton. To Michel on the screen.
Come on, defense. Now, combo.
Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. This is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Newton again.
Good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, a run from White. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And that is incomplete.
Come on,
He couldn't
man.
hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Right back to Drake. And he has the 1st down before he's
Nice.
at the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the center of the field, this to win the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. He knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Yes.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.